here we are at Afri Orchids, all queuing up for parking. You can see how busy it's going to be. So this is going to be quite interesting to see what they've got on offer today. Okay, we're walking in through to the entrance now. Going to check out the exhibitors from Hawaii and Ecuador. And then hopefully we can get a tour around Afri Orchids itself. They've got a huge variety and selection of not only South African indigenous orchids, but other species from all around the world. Now we go, coming through. All the hundreds of people here already before us. Stunning clivias on the way through. And there we go, people with their amazing orchid hauls already. So many orchids being taken out. And just to see all the orchids on the trees already flashing around everyone. And that's such an amazing dendrobium.
That's beautiful.
Our ones are not nearly anywhere near the size. And look at this amazing Cattleya lodagacea. Ah, there we go, there's the label here. These amazing orchids and these vandas just hanging around here. Just as we're walking around, and look at these epidendrums. Aren't these hybrids just incredible? And that red, it's like it's on fire. There we go, another beautiful specimen. And just look at this. This is something we all want, isn't it? There we go. LC Coastal Sunrise. This is available from Afri Orchids. So if you're looking to get one of these, you know they do sell online, and they do a lot of shows internationally, so it's easy to get them if you need it. Often just the smallest things are the most beautiful. How can we show you all these amazing things wherever you look? The one that's more beautiful than the next. Oh, and there's a light cast. Just out here. These little dendrobium, they look like an antelope, but I'm not quite sure which variety it is. Let's have a look here. No idea. Oh, this here too, this yellow is also a light cast. There we go. There's Laelia rosea. These look just like Strombergias. And of course, this time of year, the Dendrobium nobles are just spectacular. This is the Star sapphire.
Ja, hij gaat zijn dat het wel de eerste jaar. Dit is er alweer nice. Kom mama, kom weer.
Isn't this deep maroon color just special? Incredible. Okay, maybe all these, if I'm not mistaken, this is also what would have been considered Strombergia, but maybe they've been reclassified as Lalias. At Afri Orchids, we've got some Encelia hybrids here, some Dendrobium nobles, Cattleya lodogaceae hybrids, and then of course your epidendrums, just to give that splash of reds and oranges. And now we can see how many color variations and how big they've managed to breed these Encelia africana hybrids. From these deep maroony browns through to these soft pastel yellows. And how big is this plant? Really? This is incredibly large. With these just blooms everywhere. There we go, Cattleya amethystglossa. Just exquisite. Yeah, I'm caught up in all these amazing orchids out in the thing. I haven't managed to take you in to show you all of the stalls yet. And I see boxes and boxes of orchids being taken out, so we better get in to go see what's left. Okay. See more people running away with all the most amazing plants you can imagine. Look at these miniatures here. There's the microcelia.
Okay, but
Most minute little blooms.
Well, yeah, gelukkig. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Tot binnenkant.
There's simplistic exquisite.
Maar hier een tikje te kort.
Never seen this one before, so here's the name.
Oké, fijn. Ja, nee, en al zoek van de warm gelukkig.
En hier die ene keer?
Dus maak maar ook maar een afspraak. Gelukkig.
Dank u.
Okay. Look at all of these. Most of these I've never seen or heard of before,
Oh, that one.
but they're just exquisite. These little miniatures really are something else altogether. Now, if you really are a collector, you know where to find these most amazing little miniature orchids, all available at Afri Orchids. When there's stock available, because some of these are quite special and they're not always going to have available in stock. So keep your eyes open, put your orders in.
Now my cash is gone. Now I've got to use a card.
Sorry.
Sorry.
If we can focus on this exquisite detail in these miniature orchids. All these polystachia are just mind-blowing. Just this most amazing little fairy garden they got going here as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Now there's just the most amazing papilionanthus here, and some of the semi-terete vandas. But then if you're not looking, you won't see the Blalia. These incredibly long flower spikes just sticking out all the way across from their nice full sun position, just to give these most magnificent blooms. These look like some sort of Stanhopea. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, Sologeny. I don't know if you can read that upside down. We should have recognized that as being a Sologeny, with those long flowering spikes and the browns and creamy whites. And these beautiful deep purples. And these semi-teretes. Light peachy yellows. Every color you can imagine. And then just out in their garden, and we've just missed all their flowering. See all the seed pods there? These are a Madagascan native, but they seem to grow beautifully here in South Africa too. And of course there's always the bromeliads. These freesias here, get the most magnificent blooms on them. There's Ultraranthera rosea and some of the other Ultrarantheras here. Also their flower spikes will get to about 2.5 meters tall. And this is their general sales area. Not terribly much available in flower at the moment. I think all the pundits have bought all the flowering ones already, but invariably they do still have, they're not for sales, as every good orchid nursery has, as their sample plants to show you what is the flower going to look like. There we go. There's all those amazing Lodogesias that we were showing you in those large bunches. Yeah, all placed with cards with flowers, so you know what you're going to get. There's your Sobralias. A fairly large size plant, also for around 1,000 Rand. And 500 Rand for this nice epidendrum. Not sure what color it's going to be, but it's got these most amazing small little leaves, fine textured. There's more of those peaches, looking at around 120 Rand. If you're looking at dollars, you've got to divide it by about 18 or so, just to give you a rough idea. Just the brightest sunshine yellow. Isn't it? So many little miniatures. We've got so much choice.
Yeah, well done. You're trying for years to get it right. Now you got it right. You'll find them.
Where?
Yeah, well done.
Yes.
Well, not a secret passage, a compliment.
All these most amazing ladies you could ever imagine. These are just amazing. Also one of the Coelogenes. Coelogene gramiflora. There we go. All your epidendrums with their tiny little flowers. There we go. There's the name down there. And look at this. Isn't this just the sweetest little thing you've ever seen? There's some more dendrochilums. This is the Wilkinsia, Williamsia, and just really, why wouldn't you want one of these? These are just so beautiful. And even with the finer leaves, you'd almost thought this was a grass, but no, it's an orchid. These dendrochilums are just spectacular. There's the dendrochilum wensia, with this beautiful reddish color to their flower spikes. Look at these. Just amazing. Butter yellows are just amazing. We know why it's called African gold with that color. Sure. More of these amazing hybrids. All these little catleanthus. This is the trick or treat. And believe me, it's more of a treat than it is a trick. And then you always ask me, epidendrums in the full sun. Well, there we go. Just look at that. The color of the flowers almost like the sun. Everywhere you look, there's something new and interesting. Oh, look at this. What is this? This is just so cute. Like a kid in a candy store. One beautiful thing after the next, and then you need to choose which ones you can afford to buy. Look at this. I'll take that over a rose any day. Mr. Villas. The orange is so bright, the phone doesn't want to bring it up. About to stop. And of course, your nan's all good. Your fires, Tankervillia. These can get into rather large size pots. It's really easy to grow, easy to flower. Look what we have here.
No, I mean, look at the flowers.
There's just one.
Bloody hell.
There's multitudes to choose from. What can you say? Is there wide enough variety for you to choose from? Some of the smaller variety cattleyas, but the size of the plant belies the size of the bloom. So just mind-blowing. And of course these encyclias that get the most beautiful scents. Now their flower spikes they're just starting to come up. In the right environment, these flower spikes can get to about a meter and a half long, and you can get up to 50 flowers on each spike. And what do we have here? These long, dainty flower spikes. Just starting to open up their blooms. There we go. And who says, I don't have enough space for orchids in my home? Okay, and that's just the Afri Orchids sales area. You can see everyone with their carts and carts of amazing plants all going out. All of these have all been sold already, as people wander around collecting more and more. There we go, and we have the queues of the people for the till point. No plants for sale in this greenhouse, but we can photograph in here. We'll just go do a rundown and show you their propagation and their growth areas as they get the plants ready for sale. We can see these have all been freshly transplanted onto these logs, waiting for the roots to set on and then to mature enough to get to their flowering size. There we go. More plants than you can shake a stick at. There we go through to their mother stock area. Oh, this little dendrobium is one of the most beautiful ones. You don't find it often for sale. Let me just see how large these mother plants are. Even just the form of these plants is just spectacular. And there we catch the odd one here and there that is in bloom, that isn't being used for display. Epidendrums just hanging out in the air. Oh, and isn't this just one of the most interesting pseudobulb forms? Such long flower spikes. Everything here is just looking so happy. Don't you need this in your collection? I have no idea what it is, but Definitely one of the most interesting. Ah, look at these dendrobiums. Oh, no ways. It's just got flower spikes everywhere.
Sorry.
There you go. Look, this is going to open up and just be spectacular. Where else have you seen one of these dendrobiums this big? Usually when you see them, it's one or two little canes with maybe one little flower spike on. But just look at this, how big these canes get and how many flower spikes you get on it. This looks like just a nice little miniature. Almost looks like it could be a bulbophyllum of some sort. Let's see if we can get these bright oranges. Generally this camera's found difficult to actually get out of reach. So we'll make a plan. This looks like the Braciolovas, probably an intergeneric hybrid. I hope this is bringing the actual color of these orchids to you. And then of course these little epidendrums, that not so little plants, but with these absolutely exquisite miniature flowers that just pop off in every direction. It almost looks like it's a Terete vanda or a Papilionantha, but in such a miniature form, I'm not sure. All these tiny, bright orange flowers. This Laelia is just exquisite. I wonder if this is one of their own hybrids. They have been hybridizing a lot of these Laelias and getting the most magnificent flowers. And this bloom is huge for a Laelia. The flower spike itself is not so long, but the flower itself is huge. Where have you seen such a variety of orchids? Really, this is... All the ones in here aren't for sale.
Are they not for sale?
No, no.
Okay. Are you serious?
Yes, it's got a sign on the outside here. It says you can look and you can take photos, but they're not for sale.
This is gorgeous.
I think this is all their propagation and their mother plants.
Okay. Beautiful.
These yellows and oranges. Just so bright. This looks like it's been crossbred. That's probably why the orange tags are on, to say what they've been bred with. So they're probably waiting for the seed pods to come on that, so they can breed some new interesting things. And these reds, all these amazing red cattleyas here. There we go, this is Hamlin Orchids. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Jamaican orchids. So we'll just check with them now to see what their shipping like is to America and what sort of phytosanitary certification they're able to provide for you. But it looks like they've got some amazing encyclias and the Strombergias and some oncidiums. So a lot of bare roots, so invariably this is a lot easier to get your CITO certification for.
Good morning.
Do you mind if I tape?
Sure.
Sure. Because you the guys from Jamaica, right?
My dad's stuff here from Jamaica, and then we're here with a few of our own things also.
Okay. And with your dad's stuff, does he ship to the US?
Not really, because the document fees are so high.
Okay.
But he can ship to the US if the order is substantial, yes.
Yes, and you do quite a few shows like the...
He does a couple shows in the US, and that would be the best time to get stuff if you want stuff there.
Sure, thank you. And your stuff, where are you based?
Right here. We're in Central Florida.
Central Florida.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of them before. The Brethren. And let's show you what they've got to offer for you. So most of my viewers are from the US.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ship throughout the US. We have a website, so we ship through the website. You can order, set up your orders, pay, organize shipping all the way through there.
Do you want to give your website details?
www.brethrenorchids.com.
So easy. There we go. Let's hope we can get you some orders.
Thank you.
There we go, these miniature Phalaenopsis. If you don't have these, why not? Really? Look at that.
And then a lot of those will be fragrant. The novelty flowers, a lot of them will be fragrant, like these here. All of those.
Okay. Yeah, because I know these ones are. So there we go. These, if you're looking for fragrant orchids, especially in your home, these are going to be the ones to get. And we know you like all those unusual things. So look here. See, I told you had space in your home for it. So those are just amazing. Now you're asking me, how on earth can this be a Phalaenopsis? Well, there we go. It's Phalaenopsis hieroglyphica alba. But just look at that flower. It's not generally what you would expect. And the yellows. We know you all like yellow. Sunshine in the home. There we go, there's the name. Easy to order online. And your Maxillaria, your coconut orchids. Here's one with a different colored flower. The yellow as opposed to being the red. Still with that coconut thing to it. So if you can't make it to the Jamaican orchids where his fathers are, then get the coconut orchid. You can pretend you're there. So this must be Ecuagenera with all the Ecuadorian orchids. This Phragmipedium Panapapau is one of the most beautiful, easy growing, easy flowering Phragmipediums you can get, and the display is absolutely exquisite. These huge long spikes of lots and lots of beautiful flowers. Do you mind?
Hello.
This is Ecuagenera.
Yeah, you're welcome to join us in here in Afri Orchids for this weekend event.
And your webpage?
But webpage is equagenera.com, and also we have Instagram, Equagenera Aracia if you're into aroids, and Equagenera if you're into orchids. Yeah, we have Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, basically that.
And do you do a lot of shows in the US?
Yeah, a lot of shows. Actually, I think right now my dad is in Atlanta doing a pop-up there. And also, I mean, we have events all around the country. If you want to know about them, just check our website in the section shows. Yeah. We also do pre-orders. You can create an account and just order the plants that you want, all available in our website.
Sure. Thank you, Tandy. Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's the amazing Thailand, but that's definitely not it. This must be it here. Last one left. And then of course all these most amazing ferns. This is tropical exquisite orchids. Most amazing purples. Any bright sunshiny day. This must be the Rinco Stylus here.
Thank you.
Your Vanderbilt Carter. See, and for all those dendrobium collectors, this is the place to come. Which orchid nursery are you from?
Tropical Exotic
And
from
you're-
Thailand.
From Thailand. Oh, สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
คุณช่วยอะไรครับ
มาโนดครับ
Manot. And do you have a website?
No, I don't, but Facebook, yes. Tropical Exotic.
Tropical Exotic on Facebook, you can get them there. And we all know it's relatively easy to get imports from Thailand into South Africa. So get in touch with him on Facebook and put your order in. These dendrobiums are out of this world.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
It's a farm. So that looks like we've been through most of the orchid section already. This video has been, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours long? And we're still getting to the rare plants. So we'll take you there in a second. They're all down there. And then we'll see whether we are allowed to get into the other growing areas of Afri Orchids to show you what they have all available.